Chapter 8. The relationship between the secular Dharma and the esoteric Dharma. Serving all creation to attain divine positions. Tonight, His Holiness the Dharma Protector expounds on the intrinsic connection between the esoteric Dharma and the secular Dharma, specifically focusing on the close alignment of divine and secular dharmas. He elucidates how the Creator's mechanism of the universe, as established by the Supreme Being, operates to serve all beings. The law of service in the universe, the Creator's mechanism functions according to a natural law of service. The earth sacrifices itself to nourish plants. Plants sacrifice themselves to sustain animals. Animals sacrifice themselves to serve humanity. Human beings, positioned as the pinnacle of living creatures, are also obligated to sacrifice themselves to serve heaven. However, misinterpretations of the law of service have led to exploitation, such as the consumption of animals and even the use of humans as offerings in ancient rituals. The Supreme Being does not demand such sacrifices, for He, as the Creator of all beings, serves all beings as its servant. His Holiness compares the law of service in humanity to examples in nature. The queen bee and termite queen devote their entire lives to serving their colonies. In society, kings and governments are established to serve the people. Similarly, when the Supreme Being established CAO DAI religion, He created the holy body, represented by the sacerdotal council, to fulfill the mission of serving all creation. Titles such as deity, saint, immortal, and Buddha are conferred not as symbols of power but to ensure that the sacred mission of service is properly carried out. Service as the path to attaining divine positions. The Supreme Being entered into a covenant with humanity, particularly with the Vietnamese people, declaring, "Human beings, as His holy body, must serve all creation." In return, He promises divine positions as deities, saints, immortals, and Buddhas to those who fulfill this sacred mission. He assures that those who serve as part of His holy body will have their contributions recognized, not only in the physical world but also in the realm of eternal life. Final words. The relationship between the secular Dharma and the esoteric Dharma lies in the unceasing service to all beings. Service is not merely a duty but a noble path leading to divine positions of deities, saints, immortals, and Buddhas. In CAO DAI religion, every member of the Supreme Being's holy body is afforded the opportunity to fulfill this sacred mission. Service forms the foundation of evolution and enlightenment. Through service, individuals not only perfect themselves but also contribute to building a just, loving, and sustainable world, fulfilling the Supreme Being's vision when establishing CAO DAI religion in this realm. Chapter 9. The Esoteric Dharma of CAO DAI Religion. Liberation. Tonight, His Holiness the Dharma Protector expounds on the esoteric Dharma of CAO DAI, elucidating its close relationship with the secular law and the ultimate purpose of the religion: to serve all beings and attain liberation. He emphasizes that service is not merely a responsibility but the only path to liberation from the four sufferings: birth, aging, sickness, and death. Service is the core of liberation. According to His Holiness, humanity is placed in this world for three purposes. 1. Repaying karmic debts, to atone for the karma accrued in past lives. 2. Learning and growth, to develop intellect and spirit, advancing on the path of eternal life. 3. Ascending to higher positions, to secure a more elevated status in the divine realms. All three objectives can only be achieved through serving all beings. Service not only alleviates karmic burdens but also guides individuals toward enlightenment and their rightful place in the spiritual hierarchy. Offering the three treasures for service, the Supreme Being teaches that to fulfill the mission of liberation, humans must offer their three treasures: body, mind, and soul. These are to be entrusted to Him as tools for serving all beings. Each day, through prayer and devotion, followers reaffirm their commitment. I offer my body, mind, and soul for the Supreme Being to use as instruments in serving all beings. Once offered, all actions and karmic outcomes are under the Supreme Being's guidance. Practitioners cease generating new karma and relinquish their agency, allowing the Supreme Being to direct their lives. This gradually dissolves old karma, leading to complete liberation. Liberation through service. Service is not merely external actions but an inner journey, a profound connection to the Supreme Being's mission. In this process, karmic debts are resolved. By serving, individuals encounter the right people or circumstances to repay their debts. Wisdom is enlightened. Through service, practitioners gain insights into the profound mysteries of creation. Spiritual positions are attained. Service is the only path to achieving divine ranks such as deity, saint, immortal, and Buddha. Final words: the esoteric dharma of CAO Dai religion is liberation, and liberation is achieved solely through service. Service is not a loss but a sacred offering, a transformative journey leading to eternal existence in the realm of eternal life. The path of serving all beings is also the path for each person to fulfill their divine mission in this world, preordained by the Supreme Being. When we serve with our whole heart and intellect, we not only achieve liberation for ourselves but also contribute to the evolution of all being. This is the ultimate and most noble value of the esoteric Dharma in CAO Dai. Chapter 10. What is the Holy Body? Why is the three treasures used to form the Holy Body? Tonight, His Holiness the Dharma Protector delivers a sermon on the relationship between the secular Dharma and the esoteric Dharma of the CAO Dai religion. He focuses on clarifying the meaning of the holy body and the reason why the three treasures within each person are used to form it. The meaning of the holy body and the three treasures. The holy body represents the unity of three key elements: the physical body, the mind, and the soul. These three constitute the three treasures within each person. 1. The physical body. The tangible form born of our parents, enabling us to exist in this world. 2. The perispirit. The intellect or spiritual essence, also known as the Dharma body, created by the Holy Mother. 3. The soul. A sacred spark bestowed by the Supreme Being, reflecting the divine nature of heaven. The union of these three elements enables humans to exist and practice the way in the world. The three debts of humanity. Every individual enters this world carrying three fundamental debts that must be repaid. 1. Debt to parents. Our parents gave us life, blood, and physical form. Repaying this debt involves not only caring for them but also fulfilling our filial duties, cultivating our character, and bringing honor to our family lineage. 2. Debt to society. We survive thanks to the support of society, from food and shelter to knowledge. Repaying this debt means serving humanity, contributing to the community, and engaging in charitable acts to create blessings. 3. Debt to the Supreme Being and the Holy Mother. To the Holy Mother. As the creator of our perispirit, she nurtures and sustains us through countless lifetimes. Repaying this debt involves worshipping her and dedicating our body and mind to serving the way. To the Supreme Being. He bestows the soul, elevating us above all other creatures. We repay this debt by continuing His divine mission, learning from His sacrifices, and serving all living beings as He does. Becoming the holy body of the Supreme Being. Humans become the holy body of the Supreme Being when they dedicate their three treasure, body, mind, and soul, for His use in serving all living beings. Daily, we reaffirm this commitment through prayer. I offer my body, mind, and soul for the Supreme Being to use as instruments in serving all beings. Once dedicated, our actions are no longer our own but are directed by the Supreme Being. This surrender dissolves karmic burdens because our physical form, now an instrument of service, no longer generates new karma. Repaying debts to attain liberation. When the three debts, to parents, society, and the Supreme Being and Holy Mother, are fully repaid, individuals achieve liberation. They are freed from the ties of worldly obligations. They are integrated into the realm of eternal life. They reach nirvana, a state where no one holds them back or harbors grievances against them. Final words. The holy body is the manifestation of human existence through the three treasures, and only through service can we repay our debts and attain liberation. Service is not merely a duty but the pathway to continuing the Supreme Being's work and immersing ourselves in His divine mission of serving all creation. By understanding and fulfilling the meaning of the holy body, each individual embarks on a path of complete virtue, fulfilling their mission on earth and progressing toward the realm of eternal life with peace and completeness. This is the highest value of the three treasures and the holy body. Chapter 11. The contradiction between the way and life. Tonight, His Holiness Dharma Protector will guide us deeply into the sacred teachings of the way, emphasizing the importance of understanding the contradiction between the way and life. This conflict is not merely superficial. It originates from the essence of life itself, the primal energy that serves as the foundation for all beings and entities. When this primal energy manifests within each individual, it becomes the root of every conflict between instinct and reason, between worldly nature and the pursuit of spiritual elevation. Two opposing elements, Buddha and beast. Humans are composed of two opposing elements, the Buddha and the beast. The Buddha symbolizes purity, wisdom, and liberation, while the beast represents desires and instincts. These two elements are perpetually at odds within each individual, creating a struggle between the way, a path leading to self-perfection, and life, dominated by desires that bring instability. Life and the way diverge in their fundamental directions. Life is governed by desires, pulling humanity toward base instincts. In contrast, the way is a path of cultivation, service, and liberation, guiding individuals toward spiritual ascension. Although humans are capable of choosing between these two paths, the allure of worldly benefits and material power often leads them astray from the way. The current state of society, the triumph of the beast, modern society witnesses the dominance of the beast. Desires surge with intensity, resulting in chaos and moral decay. Ethical values are diminished, and the way, despite its inherent virtue, pales against the ferocious pull of desires. Yet, amidst this disorder, the way must assert its role, helping individuals recognize their intrinsic worth and seek the path of liberation. The mission of the Supreme Being. In such turbulent times, the Supreme Being comes to illuminate the righteous path. He does not arrive to claim power but to guide humanity, enabling them to recognize their true nature. The Supreme Being makes it clear that every individual has the freedom to choose to live according to the beast or aspire toward the Buddha. This choice not only shapes one's life but also influences the fabric of society as a whole. The path to overcoming contradictions, to rise above the struggle between the way and life, one must first understand their position and responsibilities. Each individual must recognize their identity, define their purpose, and live in alignment with the values instilled by the Supreme Being. Furthermore, they must act in accordance with the way, basing their lives on compassion, wisdom, and purity, while serving all living beings to contribute to a better society. Final words. The contradiction between the way and life serves as a profound lesson for individuals to reflect upon and choose their path. By understanding their true value, embracing the spirit of the way, and living with purpose, people can attain peace and contribute to societal harmony. This is the noble mission of CAO Dai religion, a radiant path that calls for courage and determination to follow. Chapter 12: The Eternal Movement of the Esoteric Dharma in Creating the Universe and Humanity. The sacred teaching of the Supreme Being carries infinite mysteries, shaping not only the cosmos but also humanity itself. Before delving into this teaching, we must first ask, what is humanity? And what is its role in the grand mechanism of Supreme Being's creation? The appearance of humans in the world, from physical form to perispirit and divine spirit, is a manifestation of the boundless creative power of the Supreme Being. Through this divine power, Supreme Being not only created all beings but also established the foundation for their ceaseless motion and evolution. The mechanism of the universe's operation. The cosmos moves continuously through the circulation of the primordial energy. In the beginning, the primordial energy exploded, creating a vast inferno that gave birth to millions of planets. The Earth we inhabit, known as Planet 68, is part of this grand process. Nothing in the universe, including humanity, exists outside the movement of the primordial energy. The day this motion ceases, life as we know it will end. The three treasures and the role of the Holy Mother. Human beings are composed of three key elements: the physical body, the perispirit, and the soul, collectively referred to as the three treasures. The physical body belongs to the material realm, the perispirit acts as an intermediary, and the soul is sacred, bestowed by the Supreme Being. The Holy Mother plays a pivotal role in the formation of the perispirit, which is central to human evolution. From the moment a fetus begins to form, the perispirit surrounds the mother, protecting and guiding the development of the physical body until the child is born. This process reflects the Holy Mother's nurturing service to humanity, guiding humans from the lesser cycle of material existence to the greater cycle of spiritual ascension. The primal spirit and the mission of the Supreme Being. While the Holy Mother forms the perispirit, the Supreme Being grants humanity the primal spirit, the factor that distinguishes humans from animals. Although it emerges later in the evolutionary process, the primal spirit empowers humans to become the stewards of all beings. Through the primal spirit, humans not only live but also possess the capacity for direction, self-control, and serving as intermediaries between the material and the divine. A living example: humanity and the sacred teaching. Consider a plane. The body and tail are the physical body. The spinning propellers are the perispirit. And the pilot controlling the plane is the primal spirit. Without one of these three components, the plane cannot function. Similarly, humanity is a harmonious integration of the three treasures. The perispirit acts as a bridge, connecting the physical body and the primal spirit, while the primal spirit directs and guides life's journey. Final words: the sacred teaching of the Supreme Being is not mere theory but is embodied within humanity itself. By understanding the three treasures and their interconnection, we can gain a clearer perspective on our role in the universe. The soul is where this teaching is most vividly expressed. When aligned correctly, it represents true Dharma. When misaligned, it becomes false Dharma. Through this understanding, humanity can fulfill its divine purpose and contribute to the perpetual motion of creation ordained by the Supreme Being. Chapter 13: The Esoteric Dharma of the Dew Tree Palace Festival. On the occasion of the commemoration of the Esoteric Dharma of Dew Tree Palace Festival, His Holiness Dharma Protector delivered a sermon to help all children of the Supreme Being comprehend the profound mysteries and spiritual significance of this teaching, which deeply influences our journey to attain the way in this world. This esoteric Dharma is not only a symbol of the Supreme Being's boundless love for His children but also a testament to extraordinary faith in the power and compassion of the eternal and self-existent Being. The origin of Dew Tree Palace Festival. In the year 1925, the Supreme Being appeared as a companion to the supreme rank and the Dharma protector. Through spirit communication, he instructed them to worship at the heavenly altar to seek the way, a surprising act that raised many questions. His Holiness Supreme Rank, His Holiness Dharma Protector, and His Holiness Supreme Life demonstrated steadfast faith by humbly kneeling in public in Saigon to pray for humanity. Through this trial, the Supreme Being tested their perseverance, humility, and absolute faith in Him, requiring them to endure humiliation while remaining devoted. The ceremony and the divine banquet. After a period of teaching, the Supreme Being commanded the organization of a banquet to honor the Holy Mother and the 9 female immortals. This banquet, known as Dew Tree Palace Festival, was meticulously prepared by female Principal Archbishop Hoang. Every detail, from bowls and chopsticks to the food, was arranged as though meant for tangible beings, even though only 3 mortals, His Holiness Supreme Rank, His Holiness Dharma Protector, and His Holiness Supreme Life were present. This divine banquet was not merely a ceremonial act of veneration but carried profound meaning, forging a connection between humanity and the divine beings. After the banquet, the divine beings ascended, and the Supreme Being descended through spirit communication to continue His teachings. He revealed that He had been present throughout the ceremony, using His power of invisibility to host the divine guests unnoticed. This affirmed the importance of faith and spiritual practice in attaining the way. The sacred teaching of liberation and the significance of Dew Tree Palace Festival. Dew Tree Palace Festival is more than a ritual. It is a symbol of the esoteric Dharma. Through the Dew Tree Palace Festival, the Supreme Being created an opportunity for all beings to achieve salvation. By partaking in the Dew Tree Palace Festival, humanity can receive divine grace, eat the heavenly peach, and drink celestial wine, thus entering the realm of eternal life. In the past, attaining such grace was exceedingly difficult, but through the presence and blessings of the Supreme Being and the Holy Mother, the path to liberation has been made more accessible for all. Final words. The Dew Tree Palace Festival is not only a time to reflect on the boundless grace of the Supreme Being and the Holy Mother but also a reminder of each individual's duty to serve and practice the way. This is a unique era in history when comprehensive salvation is offered. Therefore, let us seize this opportunity to live with profound gratitude and to diligently practice the teachings of the way. This esoteric Dharma is not merely a personal spiritual journey but a testament to the love and guidance of the Supreme Being for all beings. Chapter 14. Why did the Supreme Being entrust the esoteric Dharma solely to His Holiness Dharma Protector? As promised, His Holiness Dharma Protector continues to deliver sermons on the esoteric Dharma during the prayer sessions of the 1st and the 15th day of lunar month. The esoteric Dharma serves as the foundation of the Supreme Being's divine teachings. Today, His Holiness addresses a question that has caused much curiosity among the dignitaries of the Heavenly Union Palace. Why did the Supreme Being entrust the esoteric Dharma only to His Holiness Dharma Protector, instead of using spirit communication to directly instruct all His children? The universal examination of souls, an opportunity for salvation. The Supreme Being established the third universal salvation as an opportunity for all beings to attain liberation, likened to an examination where souls compete for positions in the realm of eternal life. In this examination of merit and virtue, every soul, from the lowest to the highest, must face trials to either ascend or fall. His Holiness Dharma Protector and the 12 zodiacal lords were sent to earth to guide and open the path to the esoteric Dharma, creating conditions for all beings, from the simplest material souls, plant souls, and animal souls to the highest ranks of deities, saints, immortals, and Buddhas, to achieve their positions. The authority of His Holiness Dharma Protector and the three continents, 8 classes of souls. The Supreme Being entrusted His Holiness Dharma Protector with the governance of the 3 continents, East Continent, West Continent, and South Continent, as well as the 8 classes of souls. The exception is the North Continent, reserved for spirits of the demonic ranks who undergo self-cultivation. His Holiness Dharma Protector is tasked with guiding, educating, and uplifting all beings within the 3 continents, ensuring that each class of soul has the opportunity to evolve. His authority extends not only to the earthly realm but also to the realm of eternal life, emphasizing the scope and gravity of his mission. The divine grace of the Supreme Being and the responsibility of His Holiness Dharma Protector, by entrusting the esoteric Dharma to His Holiness Dharma Protector. The Supreme Being empowered him to oversee the salvation of souls, enabling them to progress through the stages of evolution. His Holiness Dharma Protector holds responsibility not only in the physical realm but also in the invisible realm, ensuring fairness and order in the ascension of all beings. This entrustment represents an immense grace from the Supreme Being, providing humanity with a unique opportunity to achieve spiritual ranks through dedication and practice. The 3 treasures: essence, energy, spirit, and the act of offering. The Supreme Being requires His children to offer the 3 treasures, essence, energy, and spirit, as a symbol of devotion and surrender. Essence represents the physical body, energy signifies the intellect, and spirit embodies the soul. Offering these treasures demonstrates trust and total submission to the Supreme Being, allowing Him to use them for the salvation of all beings. The boundless compassion of the Supreme Being. Though the Supreme Being requests the offering of the 3 treasures, He does not compel anyone to comply, granting humanity the freedom to choose their destiny. This freedom reflects His immense compassion and tolerance, enabling His children to realize the value and purpose of spiritual practice. This gift of free will is the highest expression of His love and mercy for all humanity. Chapter 15: Maintaining righteous balance between spiritual idealism and materialism. Today, His Holiness Dharma Protector discusses the unique circumstances in which we live, where the theories of spiritual idealism and materialism are in constant conflict. Whether we are heavenly appointed dignitaries or followers, we are all members of the holy body of the Supreme Being. He created us with boundless love and entrusted us with a special mission: to represent His image in the world, using compassion and righteousness to harmonize the secular and the sacred, connecting all beings to the Divine Spirit. Spiritual idealism and materialism, 2 parallel paths. Spiritual idealism represents the way, while materialism reflects life. In principle, we should lean towards spiritual idealism because our mission is to uphold idealism in human life. However, to fulfill this mission, we cannot fully align with one side but must maintain balance and harmony between these 2 philosophies. CAO Dai religion does not rely on superstition to build faith but emphasizes truthful and just philosophy. Its goal is not to conquer through fear or reactionary methods but to lead with wisdom and compassion. Living to understand the value of life, humans are born not merely to exist but to understand the meaning and value of life. Since ancient times, philosophers and thinkers have tirelessly sought the truth of existence. Socrates, the great Greek philosopher, was sentenced to drink poison for his progressive thoughts. Facing death, he calmly declared that he would reunite with wise sages in the invisible realm. This illustrates a life guided by spiritual idealism, unafraid of death because of his belief in a reality beyond the material world. Laozi and Confucius, despite distancing themselves from officialdom and power, found joy in teaching morality and educating disciples. For them, happiness did not lie in power or material wealth but in understanding and practicing the way. Materialism. struggles and consequences. In contrast, historical figures like Qin Shi Huang, Napoleon, and Louis XIV lived in pursuit of power and material wealth. Qin Shi Huang, with his ambition for immortality, met a tragic end. Louis XIV, despite his immense wealth and authority, could not escape death, which devastated his entire dynasty. These lives, while materially grand, lacked inner peace and spiritual value. Two ways of life: spiritual idealism and materialism. The dichotomy between these two ways of life can be symbolized by the tiger and the whale. The tiger, though powerful and fierce, lives only for itself and is not revered. The whale, on the other hand, though less striking, lives to rescue others and is respected and venerated by humanity. Final words: the paths of spiritual idealism and materialism are opposing extremes that coexist in human life. As children of the Supreme Being, we must understand our mission to harmonize these two extremes, upholding righteousness and avoiding deceit or superstition. His Holiness hopes that each individual reflects deeply to choose a meaningful way of life, not only for themselves but also for the harmony and progress of humanity. To live to understand, to love, and to contribute, this is the ultimate purpose of our existence.